who happens to be a DIY blogger. This is Amber Kemp Gerstel, and Amber is a project designer. She's a papercraft expert. You've been blogging for over 5 years. I love your motto. You said, I am a crafter through and through, and crafting and creating is part of my daily life, and I truly live the DIY life. And as part of that lifestyle, a cordless glue gun is an essential.
Necessary.
It is
have to have it.
Right. So what makes this one so unique and different and special?
Well, the first part is it's cordless. And even if you're not a DIY blogger, even if you're not living the DIY life, a glue gun is something that you really kind of have to have in your arsenal because you will use it all of the time, and you really will use it all of the time now because notice what's missing here. There's no cord. So every other time in your life you've been glue gunning, which is my new verb, glue gunning, you have had to be tethered to an outlet, right?
Yes.
And now you can glue gun anywhere you wish. You can do it in the garage, you can do it in the living room, you can do it to fix a curtain that's 10 feet up on the wall. You can do it wherever you want. And so some of the features of this glue gun are, first, it's cordless. The other very cool thing is, if you can see here, I have it turned on and there's that light. And that light's gonna help you see what you're doing. If you're kind of in a tight space or doing a craft that is in a small space that you can't really see, that light's gonna show you exactly what you're doing. I kind of joke around and like, if you wanna craft at night in the bed and you're bored, you can even do that because you can see what you're doing. You have the kickstand here that will allow you to sit the glue gun down and not get any mess on your workspace. Then you also have the kind of really comfortable grip. Now, the very cool feature of this that I love is, if you can see, those of you who are familiar with glue guns, you would never, ever in a million years do this to the tip of your glue gun because you would burn yourself and it would hurt. But I'm doing it just fine. And one of the nice parts about this is that if you do have children that you want to craft with, you know, I wouldn't leave them alone with it, but you can certainly feel comfortable knowing that they're not going to necessarily burn themselves.
Which is important.
Absolutely.
And this is a great time of year to have it, right? This is the time of year where we really do get to unleash our creativity.
Absolutely. Marlo, I'm so glad you said that, because even if you're not a year-round crafter, the holidays are the time that you're like, I can try that.
Oh, this is the time you go, all out.
Exactly, exactly.
Right? On the gifts, on the pretty little bags, on your home decorating. I love some of the ideas that you brought to us.
Yes.
We've got 3 minutes on the clock, but I want to let you know that not only do you get this really unique cordless glue gun, but we also start you off with 24 of the mini clear glue sticks. So out of the box, you're ready to go. The only thing that you'll need are 4 AA batteries, and you probably have them around the house. We're offering this for only $16.95, and I can tell you, you'll be so happy that you have it. Do you ever have a bow that has a little plastic backing, but then it doesn't stick, right? And you paid maybe $2 or $3 for it? The glue gun to the rescue, because it's going to tack everything down. So you think about all the presents, all the decorating ideas that we're doing this time of year, and having something like this, I agree with Amber, is so necessary. And when you're looking at $8.48 on a FlexPay, for that DIY person in your life like Amber, for that crafter in your life, for you, maybe you love decorating, or you really love, like I like wrapping presents the old-fashioned way.
Absolutely, yes. And you can use, and one of the things I'm showing you here is, this is glitter paper. If you're a crafter, you know gluing glitter together is like herding cats. It's pretty much impossible because you can't get it to stick together. But with the glue gun, I've been able to glue this beautiful glitter paper together in a perfect little medallion that could be a gift topper, and I've added a gold doily to the top. And I was able to do this without sitting there holding it and waiting for glue to dry.
Right.
It took me minutes to make this.
The other thing I thought about is that tape is essential this time of year, right? But there are some times where the tape doesn't stick, or it doesn't look as pristine as you'd like it, the finish. And having a little bit of glue that you can dab down, if you're a little meticulous and slightly OCD like I am, right? To be able to get that kind of invisible seam, is going to be so cool.
And if you want to cozy up on the floor and wrap gifts with a TS today, if you want to get cozy and wrap some gifts, just sit on the floor with this and you're good. You don't have to be tethered to a wall to use your glue gun.
I tell you what, that's going to be so great. If you look to the left, you can see that we start you off with all the great glue sticks. You're looking at $9. You'll be thrilled that you have it. We only have 1,300 of them. We have over 600 people that are calling in, so I encourage you to not only call, but call immediately, because otherwise this may be your one and only chance to grab it. It's a big customer pick. I mean, when you look at those gold stars, they go virtually all the way across the board. So people who own this absolutely love it. It's item number 441696. I think it's so great to have. I'm telling you, absolutely if you're a crafter, absolutely if you love making homemade cards and giving them as gifts. But if you're wrapping presents, if you're decorating your home, if you are looking for cool gifts to give to that DIY expert in your life, then go for it and don't miss your chance.
We made these little, these simple little napkin holders, and these are beautiful. But you see, I just glued this little tree on here and was done. If you were to try to do this with traditional glue, you would have glue spilling out everywhere. But here I was able to glue it straight on, and then if you follow me over here, we were able to turn it into a beautiful place setting. This is something that you would love. I know you want this on your Christmas table, on your holiday table. This is so easy to make with the glue gun. You just glue and go, and your guests are gonna be so impressed with you. This tree back here we've made, and let's see, I want you guys to see this, but all of those little pieces of paper are just loops of paper that we've glued onto a, on a cone form. It's beautiful, but could you imagine how long you would be holding on to this if you had to wait for traditional glue to dry? You would get halfway done and be like, okay, I'm done.
That's true.
Over this. And so this is something you can decorate your home with, and I'm not kidding you, do it in minutes.
I love what you've done here.
This is the pièce de résistance, right? Because all these straws, and you can find these straws anywhere.
So
There's straws that we've glued into a wreath. You know, this wreath is not expensive to make. It's paper straws and a few paper poinsettias, but you would I don't know that this is possible without this glue gun, to be honest. I think you would be, I don't know how you would make it.
You're right, you'd be tethered to the wall, and, and what you want to do is you want to dab and go and dab in place and that sort of thing.
And you can hang this up on your door, wherever you're going to hang it, kind of stand back and say, do I like it here? Do I want to add a flower? And you're able to kind of stand back, go back and fix it, and you're not tethered to that cord any longer.
You know, I think about all the ornaments and all the little beads and things that are on the ornaments and the sequins this time of year that fall off, you know, and that you want to place back on. So you think about all the embellished items.
Fixing things, making
ornaments,
things. Yeah, absolutely.
So stay on the phone lines for it. We do have to wrap up the presentation. It went way too fast. It was so lovely to have you here. Nice to see you again. That was great, right? Please continue to call. It looks like we only have a few hundred, and I doubt if it makes another show. So make note of the item number, and thank you for calling to order. It's still available for you, but I want to give you a chance to see what's coming up next. We're going to be joined by Luke.